Okay, we'll call to order the Town of Stevensville's Special Town Council meeting for Monday, November 29th, 2021. Ms. Berthoud, can you call the roll, please?
Councilmember Allen?
Here.
Councilmember Devlin?
Here.
Councilmember Ludington?
Here.
Councilmember Wandler?
Here.
And Mayor Dewey.
Here. All right, the Town Council has an unfinished business item. Before we get to that, we'll move to public comments from citizens on items not listed on tonight's agenda. Is there any public comment not listed on tonight's agenda? Not at the special meeting.
Deanna Rodabaugh, 204 Ravalli Street. The last meeting I lingered after the meeting, and all of you were still here having another meeting. And I made some comments, and I got hollered at, told a lot of things, called names. So I'm going to read you something. You can take it or leave it. We don't have the knowledge to know the background of every individual with whom we come in contact. We are not mind readers. So perhaps a small child whose ball was stolen will hold on to possessions later in life, grasping and clinging to things that don't really matter. You, the council and mayor, have called me stupid, and that taunting causes much pain in my life. Not that I believe I am stupid, I know I am not. My first husband was a wife beater, encouraged by his father, who also bore that title. He used any excuse to hurt me. He called me stupid and fat. Usually just before a beating. Calling me stupid has had its ramifications. I left the council meeting last Wednesday afternoon devastated. You would think that after so many years that the word stupid had lost its power on me. Apparently not. You, the council, and Mayor of Stevensville lashed out, screaming the word stupid, among other epitaphs at me. Yes, you don't know my background. You didn't know the words that can precede physical damage in my mind. I left in tears and covered in a fear that should have been long gone. But you were all so hateful, so upset, so mad. I feared for another beating. In reality, I knew that wouldn't happen, but still the fear erupted. My mind literally froze in shock. I have a white spot in my hair, right here. Among the gray, it was caused by my husband pounding my head into the gravel. It's the only reminder of what happened until last Wednesday when you, in your greater wisdom, called me stupid. I would suggest that all of you resign, but you won't. I think you are too proud of your position in the town, although I certainly am not. I suggest you ask forgiveness of your higher power, maybe of me, but you won't. Think before you call someone a name. Realize that you are sitting there as servants, not leaders of Stevensville. And above all, be an example of civility. Now, every one of you in this room, except for Janelle and Jamie, called me stupid. I have been called all kinds of names by this town, but that one got to me. So if that was your point and what you wanted to accomplish, you succeeded. It's hardly appropriate for men to say that to a woman, or scream in laughter. And it wasn't appropriate for a young person to treat an elder like that. And is that funny? You don't know what people have in their past. You don't know. I had 11 years of that. Stupid. So figure out another name for me, please. Hopefully it won't be stupid. Thank you.
Is there any further public comment on items not listed under the agenda tonight? Okay. Move into unfinished business. Discussion decision on the negotiation and sale of the Willoughby Lane property owned by the town of Stevensville and previously declared as surplus. From our last meeting, the town council made the decision to respond to the two offers that we had already received, requesting their highest and best offer that they could provide. We responded with that and subsequently received another offer, actually two. And so when we responded, we asked that the other parties that had originally submitted the two offers, that when we countered, we asked them to respond by noon today so that you could have those before you this evening. So in totality, the town council has 4 offers to consider. I'll brief you on those 4 offers, and then you guys can engage in your conversation. So offer number 1 is for $194,900. A cash offer, pre-approval letter within 4 days of acceptance, and no appraisal or finance contingency. The close on that deal would be 1/23 of 22, but may be willing to close early if the site evaluation is complete for the septic. The property investigation deadline is 12/29, contingent on the site evaluation. That offer is. Offer number 2 is for $251,000, financing and appraisal contingency. The property investigation deadline is 12/29 of 21, and there's no site evaluation contingency. Offer number 3 is for $260,000. There's no property investigation deadline. It is a cash offer, funds verbally confirmed by the bank to the broker. It's would be scheduled to close on 12/23 of 21. It is contingent on the site evaluation. And there is an escalation clause where the buyer would like the opportunity to pay $1,000 over the highest offer on the property. Offer number 4 is for $259,000, and the buyer is going to obtain a home equity loan, pay cash on the offer at closing, which would be 2/2 of 22. They would be willing to try to close sooner. If possible, the property investigation deadline is 12/3 of 21, and it is contingent on a site evaluation for the septic approval. Septic approval is scheduled for Friday at 10 a.m. We obviously won't know the results of that until that time. So given the 4 offers before you, I'll open the floor for council discussion in whatever direction you'd like to take.
I'll make a motion that we accept the highest offer made of $260,000.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved by Mr. Ludington and seconded by Ms. Allen to accept the highest offer at $260,000. Any council discussion? Okay, public comment. All right, hearing no discussion or public comment, we'll go ahead and proceed to vote. Ms. Berthoud?
Councilmember Allen.
Aye.
Councilmember Devlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Ludington.
Aye.
Councilmember Wandler.
Aye. All right, that motion passes unanimously. That concludes the business before the council this evening.
Excuse me, Brandon.
Yep.
Sorry, I failed to mention that you could potentially respond to your second as a backup offer to put them in second position should the first offer fall through.
Would the council entertain that?
I think we should do a second and a third.
Okay. Would council like to put forward a motion? I'm assuming you want the next highest offer. So that would be offer, as I've listed them before you this evening, offer number 4 at $259,000. Is there a motion to put that offer in as the second place offer?
I'll make a motion to do so.
Okay, it's been moved by Ms. Allen and seconded by Ms. Devlin to accept the offer number 4, $259,000, even as the backup offer. Council discussion? Public. Oh, Ms. Wandler.
Is that the one that had the $1,000 contingency on? Okay,
No.
thank you.
Yep. Any further council discussion? Ms. Devlin.
Are we sure we have a third in place as well?
Okay, we'll do that next. Is there public comment on the backup offer?
in mind that, sorry, is this on?
Yep, go ahead.
You can keep in mind that if you have a first position, well, a first backup position, that you can still entertain, obviously the third. But if somebody else comes in the interim with a higher number, then they could also go into that third position. You can or cannot fill that position is essentially what I'm getting at. So,
Okay.
and this will be up to those potential buyers, whether or not they'd like to accept that backup or second
Okay.
position.
Thank you for clarifying. Mr. Cruz. Kim Lindman, she's our listing agent.
Jim Cruz, 316 9th Street, Stevensville, Montana. I think your second motion is inappropriate and out of order. You took a vote on the first motion. You completed the action. If you want to change that, I believe you have to bring it up under reconsideration under council rules.
Any further public comment? Okay. Hearing none, the motion on the floor is to place the offer of 259 in second place. We'll call for the vote. Ms. Berthoud.
Councilmember Allen.
Aye.
Councilmember Devlin.
Aye.
Councilmember Ludington.
Aye.
Councilmember Wandler.
Aye.
Okay, that motion passes unanimously. Council be willing to put forth a motion for a third place, or are we through? Okay. Hearing no motion on a third offer, we'll accept the first two motions as they stand and proceed in that direction. That concludes the business portion of tonight's agenda. We'll adjourn. Thanks for your time this evening. Come on.